What's going on, guys? HBK Just here. I'm back and bringing you guys another game of some domination on jungle. I'm going around with my M16. What I want to talk about today is a pretty interesting topic. It's not really a story of one of mine. It's actually a story of one of your stories, actually. I guess I become the new Woody, or the Black Woody, or the Hood Woody. I don't know however you want to fucking put it. But I got a inbox. I pride myself because I'm starting to get a good amount of inbox messages a day, and I try my best to respond to each and every one. The best way to reach me is Twitter, though. But when I do get messages on my YouTube, I do try my best to respond to each and every one of them. So one of the messages that I got was pretty interesting. I'm not going to say who it's from to protect their privacy, of course, but what I'll do is I'll read out the message, and then I guess what we could do is have a little discussion about it, and we could get your input, and I could, of course, give you my input. Well, basically, the title of the message was, my parents are too strict, can you help me? Dear HBK, your videos are awesome. Thank you, I appreciate it. My parents are really strict. They don't allow any M or T rated games. Only 30 minutes of TV, and the only channels I can go to is Nickelodeon, Disney, and those educational channels. I'm not allowed a Facebook or a phone. My parents make me play the trumpet, and I have to practice a lot. No PG-13 movies or rated R. So my question is, how do I have fun? Now, this is pretty interesting because growing up for me, I guess I could say I wasn't allowed to play any MOT rated games, but there wasn't a lot of MOT rated games out. I played a lot of Nintendo 64. I played a lot of Super Nintendo. I played a lot of Mario, Zelda, stuff like that. So all those games was fine. But by the time Mortal Kombat, all that crazy crap came out with a whole bunch of blower and gore and stuff like that, I was a little bit older. I was in my teens, so I was old enough. For you, I don't know how old you are in a specific message, but I'm going to assume that you're maybe 14 or younger. I would say the best way for you to have fun is, in my opinion, is sports. Growing up, I was into a lot of sports, and it's funny. I remember I think I was in a party with Alex, and we was talking about high school, and we was talking about whatever. Me and him talk a lot. That's my dude. And I remember he was asking me, I think we was talking about school or something, because that's one of the things he's always concerned about. That's one of the things he's always thinking about, school and his future and stuff like that, as he should. And I told him, I think he asked me, yeah, I remember the conversation. He asked me, how well did I do in school? And I did pretty well. I had, I wasn't no A student. I got pretty, B, stuff like that. And, I did pretty well. It was okay. But what I did was that I wasn't the type of person to sit out, funny as it is, I wasn't the type of person to sit in front of a TV and play video games all day. I wasn't the type of person to do it. I was very active. I played a lot of sports. And that's one of the things I could definitely recommend to you, sir. Is definitely play sports. I played basketball a lot. I played varsity basketball. I played varsity baseball. I played volleyball, believe it or not. I even fenced. I was into fencing in high school. Believe it or not. I remember I did a few tournaments in fencing. I was supposed to go into the Junior Olympics for it as well. But I didn't get to do that because I hurt my ankle because of basketball. I mean, not because of basketball, because of volleyball. So I was into a lot of sports. Normally I wouldn't upload a game like this, by the way, just to let you know. But the reason why I'm uploading is because I found this really funny. It was just we had these guys spawn trap on C, which is my preferred spawn trap on jungle, and this kid literally kept doing that spin shit. I guess he was trying to do a 360 no scope ladder shot or whatever you want to call it, and he kept doing it. I kept killing him in midair, so I really found it funny. And I figure it's a different, decent gameplay because I'm using M16. You don't see a lot of M16 gameplay. At least for me, I usually for Mars or ARG or something like that. But anyway, I hope you enjoy. That's why I'm uploading it. I found it funny. But anyway, back on subject. That's what I did. I played a lot of sports. I have a lot of fun doing that. Fencing was, you would think, basketball was definitely my favorite. Because just the pure competitiveness of it. I played it every day, like literally every day, like every day. You know what I mean? But I have to say, fencing was the one sport that made me think a lot. It's just very different. You don't hear a lot of people every day talk about, oh, you actually fenced? Yeah, I did. I found it interesting. Yes, I will give $2 his dogs back. But definitely, if in a situation like that, I can't. I definitely can understand your parents not allowing you to play certain games and allowing you to do certain things of that nature because of that. But you know, that's normal. That's okay. But you know, there's other things that you could do besides get on, you know, being on Facebook or as I get a YouTube shot there. I think that was my dogs on my YouTube. I don't know. But you know, there's other things that you could do besides getting on Facebook or things like that. It was a host migration here, so I had to piece the video together, so that's why we have that little freeze there. But yeah, I mean, that's all I can recommend. There's other things to do besides Facebook and, you know, play M-rated games and things like that. There's definitely a lot of ways to, you know, entertain yourself, enhance your entertainment, and that's one of the things I could definitely recommend you do is sports, because it's not only is it good for the body, it's good for the mind, because it makes you think, especially if you're in a sport that's very competitive, and it helps you think. I don't know about you guys, but you know, that definitely helped me throughout high school, because when I was in high school, I went to two different high schools. My first high school was a Catholic school. I was in a private school. I was in private school, Catholic school, mostly all my life, but from freaking first grade all the way to 10th. And when I got to high school, it was really expensive. It was just unbelievably, ridiculously expensive. And by the time when I was about to start my junior year, my parents just literally couldn't afford it. We was going through hard times. I think my mother had lost her job, and it was just really hard times then. And we had to change schools. So I had to, from, you know, being used to Catholic school, then I had to go to a regular public school. And it was just really hard to cope. It was really hard to fit in. It was really hard to do things like that. So one of the things I did to just, you know, as I'm camping like a fucking noob, I was just having fun here. I didn't give a shit. I'm not gonna lie. One of the things that I did is just throw myself into sports, throw myself into social activities, and do things like that, because you know, that helps you. Not only does it help you out because, you know, you're working out, you're working, you know, I was used to working out every day because the school I had a a gym, state of art gym center and everything, but this school did not. This school was really it was really bad. Not bad, but it really didn't have the state of the art stuff that the other school did. But one of the things that I had was, it had the fencing, and I had the volleyball, which I wasn't into when I was in my Catholic high school. In Catholic high school, that's what I played mostly, my basketball and baseball. And you know, baseball's my heart right now. I just bought season tickets for my New York Yankees, and anybody that doesn't like a Yankee, let me know so I could block you. No, I'm just kidding. But I mean, for anybody that just, you know, so I could definitely cope with one, you know, I guess trying to find things to have fun, because that's one of the things I had to go through when I was in high school. And two, just being being thrown into a totally new environment. So if anybody can understand a situation like that, let me know in the comment section. I would definitely, you know, love to know your opinions. I will try my best to respond to as many of your comments as possible. Hopefully you could give me 200 likes on this one. I really appreciate it, and I will upload a video tomorrow, most definitely, about me getting into a pretty bloody fight. So if you're interested in that, let me know. Talk to you later.